If you want to understand finances, you need to understand money. What better way to understand money than looking at its history? If you're good at anything, you need to understand its history. Around 6000 BC, the Mesopotamia tribes started the barter system. This system is practically the direct exchange of goods and services for goods and services. The system became complicated because for you to exchange products for something, you were required to have a product that person you are exchanging with is interested in. This led to a tiresome cycle of exchanges. Valuation of products was also a problem. With these two issues, around 700 BC people decided to place in a new medium, and that is gold, metals. Gold was a better unit because it could store value, act as a medium of exchange, and be a unit of value. Being scarce and durable were also part of the main reason it made a great fit. As trade increased, using gold became a problem as well because it could be debased, had limited denominations, and was difficult to transport. To deal with this, a new form of money was introduced, that is paper money in the form of IOUs. In this system, a person would deposit his gold to a bank and the would give him an IOU in return, which signified that they owed the said person a certain amount of gold. The person could use the IOU to trade, and if ever the other party needs the gold, they can go and get at the bank which issued it. The IOUs were initially issued by local banks, which also developed in a problem. With different local banks, the value of an IOU would vary from city to city because of travel inconveniences one would encounter when traveling to the issuing bank. The other problem
was bank runs, that is when the banks didn't have all the gold they had printed IOUs for in reserve. This was a result of fractional reserve banking. With these problems in mind, states decided to develop central banks. The first central bank was Bank of England, which was established in 1694. This put the states in control of IOU supply and relations about fractional reserved bank.
In the 17th century, the gold standard was developed, that is, backing up the IOUs by gold. This was done to avoid countries printing excessive paper currency. In the 1930s, the UK and US stopped redeeming cash for gold. This is because they need more money in the market than the gold that was available. To boost after the World War, this brought about fiat currency. That is a currency that is used by government order. After the introduction of the fiat currency, states feared that other states would devalue their currencies to boost exports. With this fear in mind, a good number of states met in Bretton Woods and came to a decision of linking currencies to the US dollar, which is in turn linked in to gold. The US abandoned the gold standard in 1971 to curb inflation and prevent foreign nations from overburdening the system by redeeming their dollars for gold.